It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see San Antonio going up against the Mavericks. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Greg, what do they say? Familiarity breeds contempt. We've got a little bit of that here, don't we?
Oh, yeah. These teams know each other very well, so they tend to compete several times a year, and it's always fascinating to watch.
Now, here's Howard. Rebounded by Elliott. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Nash. Nash against Porter. Robinson sets a screen for Porter. And the three off target. Here's Dallas. Nash left side. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Absorbing contact well inside. Nash is a competitive guy and is able to find ways to score even against tough defense.
Now here's Anderson. His last outing with 20 points. Shoots the three. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Porter against Nash. Pass to Howard. He blocks it again.
And he's getting closer and closer to the top three in career blocks.
He's got to be on the Mount Rushmore of all-time rim protectors. Anderson outside. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Finley the pass to Nash. Out to the wing from 18 feet away. Finley can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Elliott against Howard. Elliott kicks to Anderson. Pass to Duncan. Clock at 6. That shot wide open.
Boy, what a slick move that time. Made the defense look absolutely clueless.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now Finley. Here's Bradley, guarded by Robinson. And here's Nash. Last game out, he had 14. Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
And this is where Nash is most dangerous. Superb at running that pick and roll.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. Duncan with the screen for Anderson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Nowitzki, the pass to Nash. Back to Nowitzki. It's good.
Hey, that's on the defense right there. Can't let Dirk get the positioning he wants inside.
Outside, Porter. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by Bradley. To the middle. Here's Nash. And another basket for Dallas.
You can't let Nash get inside like that. He's so nimble and will find a way to finish.
Robinson a screen on Nash. Porter looking it over. Pass to Robinson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And there's Porter on the assist from Sean Elliott.
Porter and the 3 ball. That's a lethal combination now because he's consistent from outside the arc.
Porter against Nash. Now, here's Howard. Not a lot of room. Rebounded by Elliott. Elliott's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Porter. Robinson sets a screen for Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Nash. Here's Finley. Lets the 3 fly. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got 3 assists in the game.
Clear that Finley is always ready to get into a shooting motion. He's got such a clean, efficient jump shot.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Checked in for Juwan Howard.
Number 33.
San Antonio trails by 6. Anderson, the bounce pass. Duncan down low. He's defended by Nowitzki. And Duncan throws it down.
Boy, that's a powerful throwdown by Duncan. He saw an opening there and took full advantage of it.
For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Now, here's Bradley. Still yet to score. Back to Trent. Right side Bradley. With his first shot attempt. And he can't bank that one in. The Spurs have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Pass to Robinson. Over Trent. The Mavericks pull it in. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
Now here's Porter. Anderson up top. Elliott passes to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Here's Nash. Right side Bradley. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Anderson with the ball for San Antonio. 4-point game. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Mavericks making a switch here. Maxwell's checked in. Nash outside. Launches it. David Robinson with the rebound. San Antonio trails by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that one's good by Porter.
You know, we think of Porter as a jump shooter, but he's also got a nice floater game, too.
Now, here's Nash. Pass to Finley for 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Elliott's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter against Maxwell. The jump hook, and Duncan with the basket on the assist from Porter. Duncan's got the game tied up here for San Antonio. Dallas shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Dallas moving the ball around. Bradley passes to Maxwell. They get it back. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Terrific follow-up that time. Working hard to preserve the possession.
To the inside. Here's Duncan. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Look at how comfortable Duncan is inside the paint. He knows those close-range angles like no other. He's special in that regard.
Here's Dallas. Nash outside. From downtown, San Antonio with the rebound. Now Porter. He has 5. Screen by Duncan. Shoots. Porter, no luck.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Porter dishes to Anderson. Here's Elliott. Good on the three-point shot.
And this is why Elliott is a valuable player for them. A lengthy small forward with a lethal perimeter shot.
Pass to Nash. Trent outside. Here's Finley, defended by Anderson. 6 to shoot. Back to Trent. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Boy, love the court awareness from Finley. Excellent at realizing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Trent.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Spurs making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Nowitzki comes in for Bradley. And Isley subbed in for Nash. And San Antonio shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Robinson passes to Duncan. Over Trent. Duncan can't hit. Here's Nowitzki. Pass to Isley. High post, Nowitzki. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
In the corner, Daniels. Duncan right side. Now, here is Robinson. Clock at 6. Pass to Elliott. From the high post. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Isley, guarded by Porter. Isley, the pass to Nowitzki. Bank shot, no good.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
In the corner, Daniels. Duncan, a screen. With some arc. Daniels, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral, his length and reaction time, so impressive.
Can they get it? The game now all time.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The three from Maxwell. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Tim Duncan has been on display for the Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Ryan is checked in for the Mavericks.
Mark Bryant.
Here's Maxwell, still without a basket. So the wing on the left, lots of room. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Johnson surveying the floor. Screened by Duncan. Johnson with it, picked up by Nowitzki. Duncan inside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Hey, it may not make the highlight reel, but all Tim Duncan does is score points, and he makes your team a ton better.
Here's Isley, covered by Johnson. Pass to Maxwell, and taken away by Johnson. Driving to the basket, and he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got the lead up to 2 now for San Antonio.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Maxwell, the pass to Isley. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Nails the 16-footer. Nowitzki's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
You know, Nowitzki, dangerous from mid-range. I mean, with his size, quick trigger release, high release point, I mean, he's almost impossible to guard.
Here's Fury. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Howard's checked in for Bryant.
Number 5. Juwan Howard.
Here's Isley. Pass to Maxwell.
Hey, right here.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Wide open look. San Antonio with the rebound. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that. Straight to the basket.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Maxwell. He has yet to score. It's stolen by Johnson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Into the lane. 2 points. That one goes. And now a 4-point Spurs lead. Mavericks shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. With the new season clock officially underway, what are you most excited about as we go into this new season?
Yeah, I'm always looking forward, Kevin, to which players make the big jumps from year to year. We hear all the time about players putting in the time and work during the offseason. Now we get to see which ones have really done that.
Anderson, he's checked in for Robinson. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. No good on the quick 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anderson outside. No good on the 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Johnson. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Finishing inside through the contact there. Great focus.
Dallas trails by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bounce pass from Trent, and taken away by Johnson. Drops in the breakaway layup. Johnson's got 8 points. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Hey, we got to talk about the defense too, guys. They've been outstanding tonight as they've already been able to knock away quite a few shots.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Johnson outside. Here's Curry. Offline with his 3. Dallas trails by 6.
You know, the offensive skill set of Nowitzki is unique. He's a 7-footer who shoots it like a guard from the perimeter. And he's basically got an unblockable turnaround jump shot as well.
Dallas shooting their first free throws here tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And the Mavericks making a change here. Finley's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Anderson outside. Howard against Duncan. Here's Ferry. Over Nowitzki. Ferry no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Nowitzki, the pass to Isley. Trent, left side. Yep, that one goes in there.
Points in close are always something coaches strive for.
San Antonio leading. Here's Ferry. Scoreless thus far. Nice D from Nowitzki. Pass to Isley. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Steve Nash, he's checked in for Dallas. Nowitzki for 3. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And just so sure of himself, like he just knew that was going in.
Now, here's Johnson. 8 points for him. Pass to Ferry. Just 5 on the clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Nowitzki kicks to Nash. From past the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Isley's checked in for Nowitzki. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
You know, I also like the fact they've been really aggressive in attacking from behind the arc. They could do a lot of damage from there tonight.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw, good, Nash.
And, you know, one of the things you have to love and respect about Nash is his leadership. He's an elite talent, a self-made player who I think makes all of his teammates look better.
The Spurs making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Here is Daniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And getting fouled in the act. Not only do you get to the line, but you also tag him with a personal.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Nash with it. He has 6. Here he goes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
You know, the speed and creativity of Nash is difficult to guard against without fouling, especially when he's driving like that.
Robinson's checked in for Duncan. And so Nash nails both of them. Here is Porter. He's got 5. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Finley with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. That one goes in.
A variety of ways for Finley to attack you inside.
Here's Fury, defended by Trent. And here's Daniels. He's got 6.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he's good on the second. Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Nash. Here's Isley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Here's Finley. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Porter. And the layup falls. Porter's got 7 points.
Not letting anything or anybody stop him there. Great power move.
Now Finley. 8 points for him. Here's Isley. Robinson with the block. Daniels with it. He's got 7. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. The Spurs have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Picked off in midair. Fast break, Dallas. Howard can't hit.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Trent against Anderson. Robinson sets a screen for Anderson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now, here's Trent. Nash outside. Shot clock at 6. Howard. Robinson with the block. Here's Fury. And stolen by Nash. And Nash with a clear path to the hoop. Plays it in off the breakaway. 10 points for him.
I like seeing Nash be active defensively because when he is, it creates so much offense for himself.
Robinson kicks to Anderson. Back to Robinson. They set the pick. And a wide open look for Porter. Offensive rebound. A steal. Here's Finley, defended by Anderson. Howard, good. Now it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's Anderson with the drive.
I like to see that kind of decisive movement, driving hard when he has an opening.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Dallas calls timeout. A different look for Dallas. Bradley's checked in for Isaac. And it's Nowitzki in for Gary Trent. A minute 20 left now here in the second. Dallas moving it around. Finley can't get it to go. San Antonio trails by 3. Here is Elliott. He's coming off a 19-point game again.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Nash against Walker. Pass to Finley. The 3. He can't hit that time.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Anderson against Howard. So they take the lead. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Making his presence felt on the interior.
Now here's Howard. Looking to end the run. He's off on that one. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Anderson in the post. He's guarded by Finley. Fades and shoots. Misses off the right iron. Dallas shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Fires the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Finley's got 11 points.
And Finley, a dead-eye three-point threat. Once he has his feet up under him, he's ready to fire.
Robinson sets a screen for Anderson. Back to Porter. Pass to Elliott. Duncan with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. Bradley with some nice D. Nash outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. On the wing, Porter, defended by Nash. Fires the 3. Finley with the rebound. Here's Dallas. haven't given up any points here in the second half. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Kept alive. Nowitzki finds Bradley. Nash outside. Here's Finley. Takes a three. David Robinson with the rebound. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Elliott. Good on the baseline, Jay. Elliott's got his third basket of the night right there.
Elliott, man, what a stroke. Sean Elliott, an athletic forward who feels comfortable shooting from here.
Howard setting the pick for Nash. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For San Antonio, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Duncan. Over Bradley. Duncan can't hit.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Pass to Finley. Nowitzki outside. And here's Bradley. Porter with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Anderson outside. Just 4 to shoot. No good from outside.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Howard, good. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now, here's Porter. He has 7. Duncan with it. Guarded now by Nash. And stolen by Nash. Here's Nowitzki. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Robinson's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's Finley following the bucket by the Spurs. Nash outside. Pass to Nowitzki. Kicks it out to Bradley. Shot clock at 5. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Bradley's got 6.
Did a nice job of staying ready for that pass. Shot preparation was great. Caught it and let it go.
Elliott passes to Porter. Duncan with a screen on Nash. It's Porter outside, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. High post, Nowitzki. Porter's there. Bradley can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Elliott. It's rebounded by Dallas. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Drops in the layup for 2. 8 points for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Duncan with the screen for Anderson. Sinks the triple.
Superb ball control. Very patient, waiting for things to develop in pick and roll. That's good work.
Pass to Finley. Nowitzki outside. Here's Bradley. Here's Finley. David Robinson with the rebound. And San Antonio shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Duncan finds Anderson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Tries again. And that one's good. Duncan. And the Spurs lead by 2.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And here's Nash. 10 points for him. Now Finley. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Spurs. Robinson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Duncan with a screen on Nash. There's Porter with the three. Rebounded by Howard.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Nowitzki's shot is no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Porter with it. He's got 7. Robinson sets a screen for Porter. Steve Nash pulls it in. Mavericks shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. It's Bradley on the wing.
Spurs foul. David Robinson.
Dallas making a switch here. Trent's checked in.
First team foul. Substitution for the Mavericks. Number 33, Gary Trent.
Here's Nash. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly not the tallest guy in the league, more like one of the smallest in the league. But Nash figures out ways to do damage inside.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Nash.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
Here's Anderson. The kick out to Porter. Back to Anderson. Pass to Elliott. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the shot. Elliott's got 10 points.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Nash against Porter. Here's Finley. Porter with the steal. It's Anderson with the drive.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Pass to Finley, beyond the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Here is Porter. He has 7. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Terry Porter is a physical guy now. I mean, he's not that big, but he's physical. Excellent going into contact on the way up.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for San Antonio?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Boy, I've liked the defensive persistence, hounding the opposition and forcing mistakes. As a result, coming up with steals, too.
The Spurs making a switch here.
And an excellent two-way threat. Porter doesn't generate a ton of excitement, but he produces across the board.
Trent outside. Pass to Bradley. It's good. He's got 8. Now here's Porter. 9 points in the game so far. Duncan with it. Defended by Nowitzki. Duncan, the pass to Ferry. Over Trent. San Antonio again missing. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Nash.
Such an unpredictable player. Nash keeps defenses on their toes and just baits them into mistakes.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. The first one falls. A different look now for San Antonio. Walker's checked in for Robinson. Rose comes in for Duncan. And Daniels subbed in for Porter. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's the Spurs now. The lead is 2. Walker is screen on Nash. Here's Daniels. Banked in off the glass. Daniels has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Nash kicks to Bradley. Pass to Finley. Now here's Nash. Buries it from 3-point range. Nash has got 17.
And the quickness of Nash's game, just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Now Walker. Walker a screen. Daniels passes to Ferry. tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Nowitzki dishes to Nash. Right side, Bradley. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 6 assists now in the game. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now here's Anderson. 9 points in the game so far.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Ferry. Throws a screen on Trent. Ferry, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And when you're a good passer, the D expects that. He tricked them there and kept it for a bucket.
Pass to Trent. And here is Nowitzki. He's covered by Rose. Nowitzki kicks to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. Nash up on top. He's covered by Daniels. Nash's shot is off. And San Antonio shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here is Daniels, defended by Nash. Rose passes to Daniels, and stolen by Nash. Pass to Bradley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
It's his first trip to the line. That one is off. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Then for the Mavericks, Maxwell, he's checked in for Finley. And Isley subbed in for Steve Nash. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Johnson right side. Outside Rose. And here's Daniels. He's got 9. From outside, off the mark. Trent outside. Pass to Isley. Right side, Bradley. Pulls up on the wing. That one doesn't go. San Antonio leading. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Daniels. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
No shying away from contact there.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Juwan Howard's checked in for the Mavericks. And the second free throw, good. Dallas shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's Isley. He's guarded by Johnson. Isley, the pass to Howard. And that one is good. 10 points for Howard.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
He got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Third quarter comes to a close and a panel brings it to a tie. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Isley, guarded by Porter. Pass to Howard. Knocks it loose, and that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. San Antonio making a switch here. Daniels is checked in.
Number 33, Antonio Daniels.
Finley, the pass to Howard.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
At the line for the Mavericks, Juwan Howard.
He misses the free throw. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Look, you want to get that ball inside because anytime you do, the odds of getting to the free throw line go up.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Porter passes to Elliott. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Duncan against Trent. And it's denied. Here's Finley, guarded by Porter. Finley can't get it to go. San Antonio trails by 3. Here's Elliott. The Mavericks pull it in. Finley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Great atmosphere in this building tonight. The fans were primed for this game.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Howard nails both of them. And San Antonio shooting around 41% on the night. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Duncan with the screen for Porter. And it's good, 2 points.
Nice work by Duncan to lay into that defender.
Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Isley. It's Trent on the wing. And here's Maxwell for 3. Connects from 3-point range.
Well, Maxwell trusts his mechanics, and he should. He knows he's all lined up and ready to let it go on target.
A nice shot by Ferry.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Howard. And he drops it in from the low post. Howard's got the lead back up to 6 now for Dallas. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Maxwell. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Looking to get it going. Duncan with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Five on the clock. And here's Maxwell for 3.
Oh, good instincts there. Staying all over the shooter.
San Antonio trails by 6. Here's Ferry. Pass to Elliott. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Driving inside. Maxwell's shot is no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for San Antonio. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Duncan down low, working on Howard. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now Daniels. Pass to Ferry. That 3 off the mark. Here's Isley. He's covered by Daniels. Trent lays it up off the glass. Trent's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Robinson's checked in for San Antonio. The Mavericks also with the sub. Bradley's checked in for Maxwell. Here's Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
First free throw is good. Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Dallas, Nowitzki's checked in for Gary Trent. Maxwell comes in for Michael Finley. And it's Nash in for Isley. Now here's Nash. Pass to Maxwell. Robinson against Howard. Rebounded by the Spurs. Robinson's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Daniels kicks to Porter. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go from deep. Elliott misses. Dallas leading by 4. Pass to Maxwell. Back to Nash. And here is Nowitzki.
What confidence from Nowitzki, managing to get his shot. Oh, wow. Still drawing contact.
First one falls for him. Gary Trent's checked in for Howard.
2 shots.
And so Nowitzki nails both of them.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Porter dishes to Duncan. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Dirk Nowitzki did not like that.
Oh, he is firing his guys up now. Sweet dunk from Duncan. Mesmerizing.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Nash with no one around. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. San Antonio trails by 4. Daniels with it, picked up by Nowitzki, 8 feet away. Duncan kicks to Daniels. Back to Duncan, 5 to shoot. Over Nowitzki. The second effort, and that's collected by Nowitzki. Mavericks leading by 4. Shoots it up. It's good from the top of the key.
And I like how quickly Nowitzki makes decisions. I mean, when the defense is not on him, he shoots it with confidence off the dribble.
There's a screen by Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That free throw good from Daniels. Johnson, he's checked in for Porter. Juwan Howard's checked in for the Mavericks. Finley comes in for Maxwell. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Nash kicks to Finley. Nowitzki with it. Nash outside. Howard in the post. Covered by Duncan. Duncan with the block. They recover it. Pass to Robinson. Here is Elliott. Spurs working the ball around now. Duncan high post. Kicks it out to Johnson. Duncan with the screen for Johnson. The Mavericks pull it in. Now here's Nowitzki. The 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Johnson against Nash. Out to the right wing. Duncan with a screen on Nowitzki. Here's Elliott, and he dunks it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Nash kicks to Finley. Here is Elliott. There's a screen by Robinson. Driving in. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
Now, here's Nash. Nowitzki for three. Robinson pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Elliott passes to Robinson. Over Howard. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Substitution for your Spurs.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. And here's Nash. They could use a bucket. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Ferry. On the wing, Daniels. 6 to shoot. High post, Johnson. Over Nowitzki. And the basket by Johnson. And the Spurs lead by 3.
The name of the game, put the ball in the basket. Nice job doing exactly that.
Pass to Finley.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now Nowitzki. Nash outside. Back to Nowitzki. This one for 3. Finley can't get it to go.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
Timeout, Dallas. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Bill Cartwright was going over with his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words and see if they live up to them. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Ferry. Finley with the rebound. Finley's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's Nowitzki on the wing. The open shot by Nash. Dallas, no good that time either.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Daniels kicks to Johnson. 54 seconds left in the fourth. Daniels with it, picked up by Nowitzki. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Johnson after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. To the middle. Here's Ferry. Rebounded by Howard. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They trail by 3 to tie it up. And David Robinson pulls it down. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? He knows a few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. And the Mavericks call time here. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Pass to Nash. Puts up a deep 3. Buries it from outside. Seconds left in the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
It's Nowitzki on the wing. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.